Today we are group one. We will presentation you for for our topic is space. And as you can see that we have four members in our group. First of all is me, Nguyễn Minh Đức, and second one is Trịnh Hồ Nhật Minh. Third one is Phạm Long Lai, and the last one is Đỗ Đức Anh. And to discover why we choose this topic, we can say that universe or the space contains a lot of interesting knowledge that people cannot know much about it. And it's not just only beautiful, but it's also kind of mysterious about space. So we have fun in that subject, and we want to introduce you something basic about this space or this universe. Second, and we divide this subject or this topic to four main ideas. First of all is the history of the solar system or the planet. And second one is our solar system. Third one is black holes, and final is the space weather. Yeah, so first of all we will move to the history of our solar system or our space. Yes, so we divide this in three main parts. In the Big Bang expansion, the planet formation, and the moon formation. So first of all we will try to understand the Big Bang expansion and how our planet or our solar system combined. And as you can see that this is the Big Bang theory that we can find on the internet. And as you can see that this is the timeline of the Big Bang theory. And in the millisecond, about very minimum second, the size of our universe is very small, it's like a grapefruit. But because of the inflection on the quark form, the expansion is now providing some neutrons, protons, and dark matter forms into some kind of hydrogen and helium form to provide the planet in our solar system. As you can see that it's not just like a few years, it's a few years or some 100 years to perform our solar system or our planet today. It takes much more than we can think about it. It's about 10 billion years to form our solar system or any universe in our space. As you can see that, yes, about 10 billion years or 13.8 billion years later, our solar system just combined into one, and we are here today. So as you can see that it takes very long time to know that what we came from. Yes, what we came from. We just came from like a grapefruit. Yes, that's a Big Bang theory that we can introduce you. Just very something can easy for you to understand. So how is the planet formation? Yes, these are the four main part that planets is formation. From the dust, they combine into small clumps, and from the small clumps, after 1 year later, they become the planetesimal, and after 1,000 or 10,000 years later, they become some kind of basic that can grow from that. Is a planetary embryo. It's kind of the one we can grow trees on this. And after many years later, the planet is performed on that planetary and become the real planet that we can see today, such as Earth is a kind of planet. So move to the moon formation. Why we introduce the moon formation? Because yes, as you can see that beside the planet Earth, we also recognize that the moon is very important to our life, to our society. So to know that where our moon is the formation is very important. So as you can see that some kind of theory that I can research from is that from the old age, yes, Earth is just like the Asian Earth, and some kind of theory or just like a yes, from like a big asteroid come to Earth and impact on Earth and crash on Earth. So the many crash that you can see here, yeah, they will they will move around the Earth because the gravity of the Earth. They they just they just move around it, and and in and they and many years later they come up and they form into the one we can see nowadays. Is the moon. Yes, it's the moon. So this is the end of the first part, is the history part of the space of the university. Now we are moving to the next part of our presentation, in the solar system. Yes, as you can see that our solar system is located in an outer spiral arm of the Milky Way galaxy, which is one of the many solar systems in the Milky Way galaxy. And our solar system consists of our star, the Sun, which is the biggest star and the center of the solar system. And everything bound to it by gravity, the planet, such as Mercury, as you can see that, Venus, our Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune will take part in one seat in the solar system. And as you can see that the solar system or our solar system is divided in two parts, which is divided by an asteroid belt. Asteroid belt. So to give you some information about the planet, so we will give you some formal information about the planet and the sun. First of all, the sun. The sun is the biggest star in our solar system, which occupy about 99% of the quantity in our system, and is the main source of energy to Earth, which is light and energy. And energy is very important to our Earth and our life. And this the the formation about the sun that we can see that the diameter, some main factor and element in the sun. Yes, yes. Second is the Mercury. Mercury has a very thin atmosphere of oxygen, sodium, hydrogen, and potassium. As you can see that it's just like, as you can see that it's very small. It is the smallest planet in 8 planet provide Earth, and the diameter is about 3 3.031 miles. And some new discovery that we can give you is known to the ancient Greek and visible to the naked eye, named for the messenger of the Roman god. Um, because the Mercury is close to the sun, so the temperature in the Mercury is very high. It's very high in in the morning and very low in the night. Yes. Now we are going to Venus. You can see that the Venus the Venus is all kind of white because the various mountains and volcanoes. The diameter is about 7,521 miles. Is not is a little bigger than our Earth. And the discovery that we can figure out is known to the ancient Greek and visible to the naked eye, like Mercury, because it's near to the sun. It's near to the sun, and is named for the Roman goddess of love and beauty, Venus. Um, because Venus is very close to the sun, and just after Mercury, they have thick and toxic atmosphere, like sulfuric acid clouds that all day long. that contain all day long, and the average temperature is 465 degree, as you can see, degree. And moving to our Earth, and Earth is the water world with 2/3 of the planet covered by ocean. Earth's atmosphere is rich in nitrogen and oxygen. Because Earth is the third planet from the nearest to the farthest in the solar system, and we have the most familiar distance that we can get from the sun. So Earth is the place that people can live in, and the name is originated from Dieter, the German word from the ground, and its orbit is about 365.24 days, and 1 day in Earth is about 23 hours and 56 minutes. Moving to the fourth one is Mars. In the Mars is a cold desert-like place covered in dust. It is rocky, has mountains, valleys, and canyons, and storm system ranging from localized tornado like dust due to planet erosion dust storms. We can discover that is known to the ancient Greek and visible to the naked eye because the atmosphere is very light to the Mercury and the Venus, and is named for the Roman god of war, Mars. The diameter is about 422,017 miles, and one day is Mars is about 24 hours and 37 minutes. It approximately is more than a day in Earth, and beside from that, it has 2 moons, while Earth have only 1 moon. The asteroid belt has divided 2 parts of the planet and the solar system into. Moving to the next planet after the asteroid belt is the Jupiter. As you can see that Jupiter is a giant gas world. Its swirling clouds are colorful due to different type trace gases. Great red spot, a giant star more than 10,000 miles wide. Discovery is that we can know that to the ancient Greek and visible to the naked eye because the storm had made it blind. It's named for the ruler of the Roman gods, and the diameter is much more bigger than the Earth. It's about 1,000 times than Earth, and a day in the Jupiter is about 9.8 Earth hours, and this the planet which have the most moons in the solar system, about 79 moons, which is 71 which is confirmed, and 8 is provided. Yes. Moving to the next is the Saturn. The Saturn is very unique from the other planets because this is the only planet in the solar system have the rings are made of ice and rock. The largest planet is mostly hydrogen and helium and has numerous moons around it. Discovery is known to the ancient Greek and visible to the naked eye because the storm and the rings. They is named for the Roman god of agriculture. The diameter of the Saturn is the biggest one in 8 planets, and a day in the Saturn is about 10.5 Earth hours, which is 61 moons. Moving to the next is the Uranus. The Uranus is an odd ball. Its cloud made of hydrogen sulfide. The discovery that we can discover from it we can see that from the professional William Herschel was originally thought to be a star and was found in 1781. is named for the personification of heaven in ancient myth. The diameter is about 31,763 miles, and the day is about 18 times from Earth hours, which is have 27 moons. The farthest planet from the solar system is the Neptune. Neptune is about the size of Uranus and is known for supersonic strong wind. Neptune is far out and cold, has a rocky core because of the distance from this planet to the sun is very far. The discovery is about the years about 1846. It's named from the Roman god of water. The diameter of this Neptune planet is kind of similar to the Uranus, and the day in the Neptune is about 19 times Earth hours, which have 14 moons. 14 moons. And this how we can understand about how we can imagine our solar system it is. Moving to the next part of the topic, we will introduce you some form of information, the black holes. Yes, the black hole is a region of space-time where gravity is so strong that nothing or no particle or even light can escape from it. This boundary of the region from which no escape is possible is called the event horizon. So everything in that event horizon cannot escape from the black hole. The black hole of stellar mass are expected to form when very massive stars collapse at the end of their life cycle. So to give you some clear information about this, so when some star is in the end of their cycle, and they will destroy into many asteroids, and in the middle of that, the black hole will begin to inform and combine to, and they combine into the black hole. And after black hole has formed, it can continue to grow by absorbing mass from its surroundings. So it's very important to know that our solar system have a black hole or not, because it's very dangerous to our life or to our Earth or some planet in our solar system. Yes. So beside the black hole, the space weather is very important to our society or to our Earth or in the planet. Yes, as you can see here, we have shown you the impact of the space weather to our life. You can see here the sun will give us the light, but in that light is the cosmic ray of solar wind, which is give us the radio wave to disturbance the technology, the iPhones, laptops nowadays, and in some years that we can research that some micrometeorites is kind of is kind of broken down to our planet Earth, but it's kind of small, so we cannot recognize that. So we cannot recognize that in our normal eyes. The atmosphere of the Earth, or the middle or the last atmosphere, is the ionosphere, which is about the atmosphere that astronaut can go through it and exploring outer space, because it is the safety bound to the human to go explore in the space. Beside of the impact of space weather, we can see that the navigation or the electric grid disruption is kind of caused from the solar flares or that comes from cosmic rays from the sun. So yes, as you can see that these are the impacts of space weather that we can gather for you to understand. to understand. And this the last slide that we can group into one slide to introduce you about the space. This space infographic that we can give you to introduce to memorize the thing that we can study or we can teach today. Thank you for listening.